5 done to perfection fragrances for spring 2022, in my opinion. This is just beautiful. Without any further ado, I want to start by House of Versace at number 5. Versace Oud Noir, such an underrated gem. What can be more beautiful than this fragrance? It is one of the safest, let's say, and the most wearable oud fragrances in the designer game. It is oudy, slightly sweet, like cardamom type of sweetness is going on here, not wintry type of sweetness. It is complex, deep, and very opulent type of fragrance. By the way, it is not a blind buy worthy. It is a safe wearable type of oud, but I can see somebody cannot get connected with this type of scent profiles. It is for those for men that know what they want from the life, I have to say. Smells pretty unisex, I have to say also, but leans a little bit more masculine. Performance is average, below average, like 4 to 5 hours in terms of longevity. With first hour, again average, soft, or below average, smooth projection and sillage. I prefer it for fall and spring. Yeah, another masterpiece, hands down, from House of Hermes Terre de Hermes Parfum version. I like all of the fragrances, other fragrances in this line, but my most preferred is Parfum version for spring. So also not a blind buy worthy and a love at the first sniff, love and hate type of fragrance, but for me definitely a love. It is earthy, zesty, and dusty type of fragrance with hints of vetiver, dry woodiness at the background. I would say to this, the more you wear, the more you like type of fragrance. Definitely class in a bottle. Performance is average, below average, like 4 to 5 hours. On the skin with first hour, smooth, polite projection and sillage. At number 3, such a beautiful scent from House of Dior. Dior Homme 2020 version. Yes, at the first sniff I was disappointed very much with this fragrance, let's say with the concept, because I was expecting something mutual between this and the regular Dior Homme, or some loyal flankers at least. They could have been opened another line for this one. That's their mistake. But regardless of the name and the concept, this fragrance is for me one of those done to perfection fragrances, hands down. In the brief, it is a woody and citrusy fragrance. For open it more, I have to say I can get some hints of citrusy sweetness at the background of this fragrance. Smells very masculine and mature. I can get hints of soapy vibe as well. This soapy, vetiver, clean, citrusy, and slightly sweet fragrance. Performance is average to good, like maximum 6 to 7 hours on the skin. With first hour, hour and a half, average, smooth and citrusy type of projection and sillage. At number 2, from House of Chanel, one of my most favorite fragrances from this house, Bleu de Chanel EDP. Parfum version is also a great choice for spring and summer, but because of that beautiful smooth incense note, I prefer this one better for spring, and because of more citrusy notes, I prefer Parfum version better for summer. So scent profile of this fragrance is very complex and very difficult to clone it. I have to say it is citrusy. Other fruits I can catch as well. This atmosphere of the fragrance is lotiony, body lotiony. I can get hints of floral notes as well, with hints of very smooth, polite, inoffensive incense note. Performance is above average. I can get 6 to 7 hours plus in terms of longevity, with first hour maximum 2 hour. Average to below average projection and sillage. First hour is average, second hour is below average. I believe this is a must-have for every gentleman. At number 1, another masterpiece, again from House of Dior, Dior Sauvage Parfum version. I believe this one is the most oriental, eastern smelling Sauvage in the line. The darkest is Dior Sauvage Elixir. So about this one, it is a fougere fragrance. Absolutely, you can get blast of lavender into your face and hints of citruses at the background. Citruses are not as big as lavender here. Fragrance is somehow creamy, sandalwoody, and resiny. So oriental, fougere, creamy, and slightly citrusy, let's say, to this one. It is not that fresh at the dry down. Smells kind of dried, fruity, musky, and oudy for whatever reason at the dry down, but at the opening is much more fougere and creamy. Lasts on my skin 6 to 7 hours, with first hour, hour and a half, maximum 2 hours, average projection and sillage. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and remember to support me by your likes. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you, you know it. Stay safe. See you in another video.